definition about Maven is it is a central repository. It is a server where it can store the jar files. Okay, it is a tool of an Apache. It is a central repository which is deployed at the server, and it is basically Maven stores all the jar files, not only like Selenium, JUnit, TestNG, Java, all the jar files, not only restricted to Selenium. So all the jar files which are essential for a project will be stored at a particular place in the server, and we can access those from there. Okay, for example, now Selenium guys came out with the other version called 2.29. Now currently 2.28 jar file is there. Okay, now tomorrow when they come up with other version like 2.29, they will develop this and they will deploy into the Maven. I will show you what is exactly Maven. Go to google.com and Citizen Maven repository. So tomorrow when the Selenium guys has developed a new jar file of Selenium, they'll come and deploy in this server. Okay, so if you type here Selenium, okay. For example, take JUnit. JUnit is one of the framework at TestNG. It's like same like TestNG. Okay, so both are same as we discussed in the previous classes about the frameworks. So JUnit is a regression testing framework written by someone. Okay, so he has developed a new jar file regarding JUnit, some updated jar file. So basically what the people will do is whenever they come up with a new project with a new jar file, they'll come and deploy it into the one server on internet where everyone can access the server and they can download those particular jar files. Okay, it's like, so the server named here is Maven. It's like central repository where it has a collection of numerous jar files developed by someone. So for example, what I have discussed just now, so consider the JUnit came up with a new jar file, and when you see here, search the JUnit and click on this, and you will come, these are the releases. So these are the releases available in the Maven central repository of JUnit. See, this is the new version 4.11 jar file they have developed recently, and they have uploaded it into they have deployed it into this Maven central repository. So whoever can want these jar files, they can access, they can connect to Maven with our Eclipse. So till now we have done all our testing with Eclipse. So what the basic thing is, whenever we need some jar file, so for example, consider that today we have a project developed from last 6 months, and suddenly they have came up with a new jar file which is having a new features. So you need to deploy all those jar files into your Eclipse project. So what you will do generally, you will go and download it, right click properties, and you will import it. But Eclipse itself can check whether can directly connect to Maven and can download the latest jar file which you want, which you decide, and it can be uploaded into your project. So without a human intervention like manually downloading and keeping on it, if we plug in our Eclipse, our program code with the Maven, and if we say in our program, go and bring those things in a code format, so Eclipse will go to Maven central repository and it will check for our desired jar file, and it will get downloaded and it will store that in it. So it's basically a tool of Apache. This is basically a tool of an Apache. So in this way, even now, even Selenium JUnit 2.28 version is going on. So if you want to deploy it into your Eclipse, you can plug in with Maven and you can do it. So tomorrow, when you have developed your project, some new project, even you deploy your project into the Maven, so that everyone can use it. So whoever wants, if you feel that it is something usable, then you can develop it and you can deploy it into this central repository, so that anyone can download your project from there and they can use it for their requirements. It's like a reusable portal. So you are deploying something into server, and everyone all across the world can connect to this Maven and can download your project or your jar files and something. In the same way, now this JUnit or Selenium or any other guy developed some project, some jar file, and he uploaded it into the Eclipse. I mean, uploaded into the Maven, and you can download it from Maven. Okay, this basically what the Maven is: a central repository where it can store the jar files. Okay, right. So it's a tool of Apache. So 99.99% something who develops a project will definitely deploy those into Maven. Okay. Now let's see how to download Maven and how to configure Maven and how to connect it with an Eclipse and how to pull a particular jar file of some version using our code. Let's see all the things step by step. So I think you're clear with the basic definition of Maven. So the Maven is something which is used, which is stores the jar files in central repository server and where we can access it and download our desired jar files, right? Okay. Let's see how to download the Maven. So this is the path downloading Maven, or you can just go and click download Maven or something. You will directly go to that website, download Maven. However, you will be taken to that particular site, download Apache Maven. It's not okay. So come to this link and download this bin.zip. Okay, I have already in my machine, so I'm just telling you download this link. So the Maven will be downloaded into your machine. Okay. Now let's see where it got downloaded. I have already in my machine, so I think it is in. Okay, let me see where I have stored in my Maven. Okay. C drive. So here is the Maven. If you see here, it will get downloaded here, users. So it will come into this folder, Maven. So if it is there, that means a Maven is successfully installed. If you download, it will automatically get into your system. So after that, okay, this is step one. So we need to download and configure Maven into our system. Okay, configure in the sense we have to set some path, environment path where actually the Maven is exactly located. Now, so we have downloaded by going to this link. Okay, that this document you'll be getting from our site or just mail to us. We'll get back to you with this document which you required for Maven. Okay, you download this link and Maven will be in your system, and then go to the path, environment path. I guess you know, right, how to go to environment path. Start my computer, properties. If you are using Windows 7, you will be here advanced system settings, environment variables, and create a new path. Okay, create a new path, and this is what just give some name like Maven underscore home and give where exactly your Apache it's located. It's located in user Venkatesh documents. So you will get folder like this. I have shown you, right? Let me show again. Sir Venkatesh documents. Yes, this is the folder. So when you get download, you will get this. Copy the entire path where actually it's located. Okay, go right click, properties. Take this complete path, user Venkatesh documents, and where it is. Okay, slash Apache Maven. So this is the path where exactly Maven is located. You need to tell your system I mean, you need to tell by setting environmental path where exactly Maven is located. If not, your system will not identify where the Maven is. Okay, create a okay create this. Click on this new button and just create, give some name and give a value with the path. This is the step 2. So step 1 is downloading from the site. Step 2 is creating a user defined variable, and step 3 is now go to path variable. Okay, I have told you, right, this path variable in starting base first class, in second class we have used to set a Java path. Okay, go to last path variable, give one semicolon at the end, and there go inside and give till here. Okay, copy this entire path till bin. Before in the separate we have created one user defined variable and we have given till Apache Maven. Now go to this path variable. It's already will be there in your system. Give one semicolon at the end and copy the entire path till bin. Okay, and paste it here. That's all. See, I have actually already done it. You can see here Apache Maven /bin. Okay, and click on OK. Right. These are the 3 steps you need to follow for downloading and configuring